Hello, I'm Dan Snow, and welcome to this special feature where we delve into the fascinating story of how a small nation, surrounded by adversaries, transformed itself into one of the world's most formidable defense superpowers. Israel's journey is a remarkable tale of resilience, innovation, and survival. From its very inception in 1948, the State of Israel found itself in a constant struggle for its existence, facing numerous conflicts that threatened its very foundation. This journey began not with advanced technology, but with sheer grit and a desperate need to defend its newly declared independence. The fledgling Israeli Defense Forces were an amalgamation of various paramilitary groups, often poorly equipped and heavily outnumbered. They had to be resourceful, creative, and incredibly brave. This initial struggle instilled a fundamental principle that has guided Israel ever since: self-reliance. They learned early on that they could not solely depend on others for their survival. The Yom Kippur War in particular was a wake-up call. Despite achieving a military victory, the initial surprise attacks and heavy casualties suffered by Israel highlighted critical vulnerabilities. This near disaster spurred a massive re-evaluation and a period of intense military and technological development. The nation realized that to maintain a qualitative military edge over its numerically superior neighbors, it had to innovate faster and smarter than anyone else. This relentless pressure created a unique ecosystem where the military, academia, and private industry became deeply intertwined. The concept of a nation in arms became a reality, with mandatory military service for most citizens creating a population with a deep personal understanding of national security needs. This constant flow of experienced, tech-savvy individuals from the military into the civilian workforce created a powerful feedback loop. Soldiers would identify problems on the battlefield, and upon completing their service, they would go on to create startups and technological solutions to solve those very problems. This synergy is the bedrock upon which Israel's defense empire was built, turning existential threats into a powerful engine for innovation. The old saying, "Necessity is the mother of invention," could very well be Israel's national motto, especially when it comes to its defense industry. Following the arms embargoes imposed by countries like France in the 1960s, Israel was forced to look inward. It could no longer rely on purchasing top-tier equipment from foreign powers. The government and major defense companies began pouring resources into research and development. One of the earliest and most significant examples of this ingenuity was the development of the Caviar fighter jet. When France cut off sales of its Mirage jets, Israel didn't just give up. Its engineers took the Mirage airframe, reverse engineering, and clever innovation, fitted it with a more powerful American-made engine and advanced Israeli avionics. The result was a formidable fighter plane that served the Israeli Air Force for years, proving Israel's technical capability. Israeli engineers developed the Merkava main battle tank, a vehicle designed with crew survivability as its absolute top priority. Unlike other tanks where the engine is typically in the rear, the Merkava's engine is placed in the front, providing an additional layer of protection for the crew compartment. These unique design choices were born directly from the IDF's battlefield experiences and its profound emphasis on protecting the lives of its soldiers. Israel became a world leader in upgrading and retrofitting existing military platforms. Instead of buying entirely new systems, Israeli companies became experts at transforming older equipment. They transformed them with state-of-the-art sensors, weapons, and communication systems. This not only saved money, but also created highly effective customized solutions. This pragmatic and innovative approach allowed the IDF to maintain its qualitative military edge, turning a strategic necessity into a massive commercial success. Nations around the world sought out Israel's expertise in military modernization. Israeli companies became global leaders in transforming outdated military equipment into cutting-edge systems. Perhaps no single piece of technology better symbolizes Israel's defensive prowess than the incredible Iron Dome system. For years, Israeli towns and cities lived under the constant threat of short-range rocket attacks, particularly in the south, near the Gaza Strip. These indiscriminate attacks were designed to terrorize civilian populations, and for a long time there was no effective defense. Israel needed a solution, a protective shield to restore security. That need gave birth to one of the most advanced air defense systems the world has seen. The system is made up of three key components: detection and tracking radar, battle management and weapon control unit, and the missile firing unit. The radar identifies an incoming rocket, the control unit instantly calculates its trajectory, and if it's predicted to hit a populated area, the system launches a Tamir interceptor missile. Its intelligence and cost-effectiveness set it apart. Sophisticated software decides in a split second whether an incoming rocket threatens a town or strategic asset. If calculated to land in an open field, the system ignores it, conserving interceptor missiles for real threats. That targeting is crucial when facing barrages of hundreds or even thousands of rockets. Its first major test came in 2012, achieving a success rate of over 85%, climbing to over 90% in later conflicts, saving countless lives. The Iron Dome's impact on Israeli society has been profound. It has dramatically reduced civilian casualties and property damage, allowing daily life to continue during intense conflict. It has given the government strategic flexibility, more time to pursue diplomatic solutions instead of immediate large-scale military retaliation. The Iron Dome is more than a weapon. It is a shield, fundamentally changing modern warfare. It proves that technological ingenuity can provide a powerful, life-saving defense. The system represents a paradigm shift from purely offensive capabilities to sophisticated defensive technologies that protect civilian populations. While systems like the Iron Dome protect the skies, Israel has also become a master of the unseen battlefields of the 21st century, the realms of unmanned aerial vehicles and cyberspace. Long before drones became a common feature in global conflicts, Israel was pioneering their use for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, stemming from the heavy losses its air force suffered. In the 1973 Yom Kippur War, the IDF sought ways to gather critical intelligence without risking pilots' lives. This led to the development of some of the world's first modern surveillance drones like the IAI Scout and Tadiran Mastiff, which provided real-time video feeds from behind enemy lines. They were instrumental in the 1982 Lebanon War, where they were used to locate Syrian air defense batteries, allowing the Israeli Air Force to destroy them with minimal losses. This success cemented Israel's status as a global leader in UAV technology. Today, Israeli drones are among the most advanced in the world, ranging from small, hand-launched tactical drones for infantry units to large, high-altitude, long-endurance platforms like the Heron. The Heron can stay airborne for over 24 hours, gathering intelligence from hundreds of kilometers away. In parallel with its dominance in drone technology, Israel has emerged as a global cybersecurity superpower. This expertise was also born out of necessity. As a technologically advanced nation that is a frequent target of state-sponsored and non-state actors, protecting its critical national infrastructure became a top national security priority. Power grids, water systems, financial networks, and government databases all needed sophisticated digital defenses. The Israeli government and military invested heavily in developing both defensive and offensive cyber capabilities. The IDF's elite intelligence unit, Unit 8200, is often compared to the US National Security Agency and is a legendary incubator for cyber talent. Veterans of this unit are highly sought after upon completing their military service, and they have gone on to found hundreds of successful cyber security companies. These companies develop cutting-edge solutions that protect businesses and governments around the world from cyber attacks, ensuring Israel remains at the forefront of cyber warfare and defense. No discussion of Israel's defense strength would be complete without mentioning the legendary Mossad. Its official name is the Institute for Intelligence and Special Operations, and it serves as Israel's national intelligence agency. While the IDF is the nation's sword and shield, Mossad is its eyes and ears, operating silently in the shadows to gather intelligence, counter terrorism, and conduct covert operations around the globe. Its primary mission is to identify and neutralize threats to the state of Israel and the Jewish people before they can materialize. The agency has been responsible for some of the most daring and audacious intelligence operations in modern history, earning it a reputation for being ruthlessly effective. Mossad's role is fundamentally proactive. While the military reacts to attacks, Mossad works to prevent them from ever happening, recruiting agents within enemy governments and terrorist organizations, carrying out clandestine missions to disrupt hostile weapons programs. One of its most famous operations was the capture of Nazi war criminal Adolf Eichmann in Argentina in 1960. More recently, it has been widely credited with operations aimed at slowing down Iran's nuclear program through cyber attacks, sabotage, and targeted assassinations. The intelligence gathered by Mossad is absolutely vital to Israel's entire defense apparatus. The information its agents provide feeds directly into military planning, allowing the IDF to conduct precise strikes, anticipate enemy movements, and protect its forces. For example, intelligence from Mossad can pinpoint the location of a rocket launch site or weapons depot, enabling the Air Force to destroy it before it can be used against Israeli civilians. This close collaboration between the intelligence community and the military creates a powerful synergy, where covert action and conventional military power work hand in hand. The mystique and effectiveness of Mossad also serve as a powerful deterrent. Israel's adversaries know that the country has a long reach and a willingness to take decisive, covert action far beyond its borders. This psychological factor cannot be overstated. The knowledge that Mossad could be operating anywhere at any time forces enemies to be more cautious and expend more resources on their own internal security. In this way, Mossad's shadowy operations contribute as much to Israel's defense as any tank or fighter jet, forming an indispensable pillar of the nation's security strategy. While self-reliance is a core tenet of Israel's defense doctrine, its status as a military superpower has been bolstered by powerful strategic alliances, most notably the United States. This relationship, forged over decades, provides crucial financial, military, and diplomatic support. The United States provides billions in military aid each year, much of which must be spent on American-made equipment, enabling the IDF to acquire advanced systems like the F-35 stealth fighter jet. The partnership is mutual. Israel is a key US ally in a volatile region, provides valuable intelligence, and acts as a proving ground for new military technology. The Iron Dome is a prime example. After its proven success, the US invested in and purchased Iron Dome batteries for its own military use. Systems co-developed by the US and Israel create better, more effective technologies to counter common threats. Beyond the US, Israel has built a network of international partnerships worldwide. In recent years, it found common ground with various Sunni Arab states like the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, who share concerns about Iran's regional ambitions. This led to unprecedented security and intelligence cooperation, creating a new strategic alignment in the Middle East. The Abraham Accords formalized many of these partnerships, opening new avenues for collaboration and strengthening regional security integration. Israel's defense industry exports billions to Europe, Asia, and Latin America. Nations from India to Azerbaijan rely on Israeli drones, radar systems, and cybersecurity solutions. These sales are not just commercial, they are a tool of diplomacy. By providing key technologies, Israel builds strategic relationships and fosters goodwill. This creates a network of allies with a vested interest in Israel's stability and technological success. This global web of alliances, with the US at its core, is a force multiplier for Israel's defense. So there you have it. Israel's rise as a defense superpower is not down to one single factor. It's a powerful combination of a history forged in conflict, a national culture of relentless innovation, and the development of game-changing technologies like the Iron Dome and world-leading drones. I hope you found this journey into Israel's defense world as fascinating as I did. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into history and technology. Thanks for watching.